let's look at some of the early signings that have occurred. The Dolphins, I mentioned this one earlier because of the voicemail, signing Malik Willis, 3 years, 67.5 million, 45 of it guaranteed. So, for a quarterback that you view as a starter, that's not a bad contract.
Not at all, and it gives Malik Willis a chance to get another swing at the bat pretty soon. So if he goes out there to Miami, outperforms this deal, and Miami looks like they made the right move by moving on from Tua Tagovailoa to go with an ascending Malik Willis, then in 2 years we'll see this number get expanded and extended. So this is a great deal for him, great deal for the Dolphins, and I like the fit too because he has that familiarity with Jeff Hafley, defensive-minded head coach, knows exactly what type of player they do not want to face week in, week out, and that's a dynamic mobile quarterback. And so when you have that chance to make your starter, which you don't want to face, and you know other defensive players, coordinators hate facing this guy, you go out and grab him. So that's why they went out and grabbed him right away. And you look at what Malik Willis did the last time we saw him play in Green Bay. I mean, he was just getting better and better, stepped in on short notice, played really well. So when you look at that over the course of a season, you expect him to have a very productive, good season in Miami because, one, he's talented, he's ascending, but also I like the makeup of Malik Willis. I spoke with him when he was in Tennessee. I just like the person and the awareness and the perspective that he has. So I think he's going to do fine down there in Florida.
All right, so wide receiver Alec Pierce has agreed to remain with the Colts. 4-year, $114 million deal. He will be the highest free agent wide receiver in NFL history, $84 million of it guaranteed, 60 fully guaranteed at signing, and the max package could be 116. That and again, Alec Pierce is a really good wide receiver. Man, I don't know if I'd go that high.
I'll say this: as the cap continues to grow and the numbers continue to get bigger and bigger, we do find ourselves saying this a lot, like, man, is that a lot of money? But 2 years from now, it'll be like, man, they're paying them peanuts because the cap just keep growing and growing and growing. And so, but you're right. It just, I guess when we think of, and he's a good receiver, don't get me wrong, but when you think of that number, you're thinking of the Jeffersons, the Jamar Chases,
yeah.
Those guys. It just seems weird to get that for Pierce, but good for him. Generational money, and I'm glad he's able to stay in Indy.
All right, so former Seahawks running back, MVP of the Super Bowl, Kenneth Walker is headed and is signing with the Chiefs. So he lands with the Chiefs. Again, Kansas City going to be without Patrick Mahomes for a little bit. They've really been looking for a running back for a while. They got a good one now.
Oh, they got a great one, and here's the thing. Now it puts that pick at number 9. Really in business because we saw them move on from Trent McDuffie, and now they went ahead and signed, Kenneth Walker. So when you look at this team, it's like, okay, what are they planning to do at number 9? What's going to be the play? Where are they going to go? And now that they've taken essentially Jeremiah Love off the table, does he fall? Does he go higher? Do they trade out that pick? But you're right. They needed a running back. They needed a game breaker at that position. And when they were explosive in all 3 facets: offense, defense, special teams. But on offense, they were explosive at receiver, quarterback with Mahomes, and also in the backfield.
All right, so Patriots are signing Ravens defensive end Dre'Mont Jones. Local kid here. He went to St. Ignatius High School, Ohio State. Browns were interested in him before he signed with the Seahawks before this contract. So they needed some defensive linemen. Patriots get a good one as well. Has anything surprised you so far? I mean, it's really early going. Anything surprised you with the free agent signings?
The rumors or reports that suggest that the Falcons are going after aggressively Tua Tagovailoa gives them a second lefty at quarterback if that happens with Michael Penix on the roster. And, this is a former first-round pick in Michael Penix, and I know he's coming off of an injury. So you wonder, okay, number one, how healthy is he? And number two, what's the long-term plan for him, or do you still have a long-term plan? You just want Tua right now, and what that deal will look like for Tua. I know Miami's paying the bulk of it. And you talk about dead cap, man. That's a lot of dead cap. I think it's $59 million that would be if he's able to sign with the Falcons and the Dolphins pick up the tab or whatnot. So that surprised me. And a lot of it is due to the fact that we don't know how healthy Michael Penix will be to start the season, if he's going to be able to start the season. And you have Tua coming in potentially. And what does that mean for Penix long-term in Atlanta, whom you drafted in round 1? Is he on the same exit plan as J.J. McCarthy? So that'll be something that's interesting to watch. But that's the one that really has surprised me so far. It didn't even happen yet, but the reports are that it may happen, and therefore it's still surprising.